I know.
Okay.
That was actually a lot of fun.
We're back. The laptop
Hello.
just decided to just stop.
I gave up.
So hopefully you guys will pop back in here. Hopefully people will pop back in. But yeah, so Minotaurs, great, awesome. This is.
Are we going?
Okay,
to
let
The
me go
stream
ahead
is
and.
gray for us, Kylie. I'm assuming it's fine for everybody else, though. Yeah.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't turned on the virtual webcam. Hold on.
Oh,
There you go.
woo!
Thank you. Oh, it was just a
Use your
kitten.
portal.
I thought something weird was in my bathroom.
Hi, Keita. Hey, it's a real life Jade.
No.
We also have a real life Jade. She's upstairs.
She's a gremlin.
I get the zoomies too.
Yeah.
She likes to play with my dice. Nobody else does, but she likes to come up and yep, she's rolling them right now.
All of my cats love my dice, so I have to keep.
She got a 15 and then a natural 1.
Hopefully, it was on advantage.
Natural 1 counts for your next save.
No, it was with it was with advantage, so it's the 15.
Yeah, it was with kitten advantage.
It means that she gets to roll until she's bored of them.
Fitz just hits
Throw it
them
until they go off the
they
table.
fall off of the table. That's
Yes, he does.
what he does. 'Cause he's-
Hello.
'cause he's-
Oh no.
Bless you.
Well, bless you.
Sorry, that was very violent. My apologies.
Are you
I
okay?
think you got noise
Yeah, I'm
gated.
fine.
All right.
Okay, I didn't go in the water.
I didn't go in the water. Heck no.
None of you are in the
It's
water yet. I was
Okay.
going to ask where you wanted to be.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
outside.
I just
That's
placed-
us outside. Okay.
Here, let me see if I can
Oh, those
move
are the
this, actually. I'm going to
Minotaurs.
give us a way closer
I thought
field
you-
here.
I thought you put us in the water, and I was like, excuse me, no.
No thanks. I
I'm
don't
going to
want
do
to
some
be there.
shit with this tripod, and we'll see if I can get, like, way close.
Giz rolls his pant legs up and steps in. Dips a toe in, check the temperature.
Just gonna wade. Just wade in.
Oh god.
Put on my waders real quick and
Oh, that's a kitten. Okay, come here.
Silent image of rubber ducky floaty.
This is why we bring our floaties.
this is why we bring our floaties. It just takes a
It's
minute
just
to
in
get
case I
used
slip.
to.
It's like a cold ball.
It's close.
Takes a minute to get used to.
Yeah.
This is why we bring our floaties.
Bring our floaties. I love you, Taylor Tomlinson. You'll never
Taylor
see this, but
Tomlinson.
man, I love you.
You make my life happy.
You're only my favorite comedian ever. Don't worry about it.
Every
But yeah.
time you see a new dick, there is.
You just gotta get
Need
used to it.
something-
You know, you just need a minute.
You gotta reprocess everything.
Sorry for the hardcore shaky cam. I'm trying to rest this on something.
It's Blair Witch.
Let's see. Yes, I just need another box. 1 second. I could do
One
it.
more box.
We're
One
professionals.
more
Don't worry about it.
We're professionals.
Professionals. Don't worry about it.
Most professional.
We are the most
While he's doing-
professional.
I forgot I brought beer down here.
I just brought like 4 waters because I was so dehydrated from everything I did today.
Should I be drinking water? Yes. Am I drinking water?
Brilliant.
No. Ooh, shit.
Perfection.
Look at us go.
All right, way up on it this time. That should be clear for everybody.
That is very
Okay.
clear.
So, Jade was at the front, I believe.
Yes.
Well, at least entering the
Pink
room.
was at the
Oh,
front.
Yeah, like
Takedown.
entering the room, I was in the front. I probably would have stopped. I mean, obviously on that small balcony area.
I said
oh,
I
yeah.
had walked up and prestidigitated the water.
We're at.
And Jade was stopping Rhea from pursuing me to get to what's his butt, Ravenhead.
Raven
Yeah,
guard.
she was going straight for him.
Well, then guess where I'm also at in that square.
I'm going to be far away from the
I don't think Rhea would have gotten past me.
thing.
I was before her, right?
Where are you?
I said I had approached the water first to digitate it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm as far away
Works.
from that portal, so I'm like on the back section. Yep. I would not have gone anywhere near that shit.
You would have been like, nope, going this way.
Nope.
What about Giz?
Against the very bottom railing.
Okay.
Y'all
I was
are
about to
like
put Gideon.
up in that portal. Via's the only one like, I'm gonna.
Gideon will be there.
I just
his way.
wanted to stop Rhea from doing something very dumb. That's
Gideon
the
will
only
go this
reason
way.
that I'm up this close.
Lulu's
Because
going to
the water
stay up
itself
here, and then I
stagnant,
have
isn't the
B,
portal?
Frank, and Stu.
What the
Oh,
actual
they're not visible. Let me, well, it's cool. They don't need to be visible. Just remind me to move them if we need them. Okay, sweet. So Jade's first. Wait, Giz, you said something?
So stepping in the water isn't like being in the portal.
No, it's not in the portal is like a
The portal's
surface
Portal's
along
the
the
line
wall
at the
here.
bottom.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this
gotcha.
bit.
Cool.
Yeah, so you're not going to like jump dimensions if you step in the water. Probably.
God, but wouldn't it be fun if we did?
Does it take me back to the otter?
I could also be lying to you.
We might
I
be
will
okay.
jump Straight
I'm trying to hang
into
out with
the
that
pool.
otter.
I will jump straight
wanna-
into the pool.
Just want to hold him.
I just want to be his best friend and stay in his little tiny house. Okay.
All right, my turn.
So where are we at? Yep.
Yeah.
Jade first.
Cool. I would like. Have I successfully
just a
stopped
point.
Rhea?
Before you do anything, just to give you a little more information,
Okay.
they don't seem to be targeting Raven Guard at all. They kind of like are giving him birth.
No, I
Like, they
fully
see him in the
assumed
water
that
there.
this was going to be a Minotaurs are coming for us situation, not
Yeah.
him.
They're kind of getting
Yeah.
their bearings first, but yeah, I mean, they
Fair
will
assumption?
be.
Cool. Yeah,
They're
that
already
was
looking around and seeing.
that
yeah.
was my thought process on all this, because my idea of this, and I may be wrong, who knows, but my idea of this is that helm needs to go back on the statue in the first room to help close this portal in the first place. Why in the world would they want to take it off of him, if I am correct? Which means that I am gonna go for a Minotaur. But did I successfully stop Rhea, since I said I wanted to grapple her before initiative was announced as being rolled?
Let's find out. Roll it's going to be athletics.
That's super unfortunate.
Where do you have B?
I don't have him on the map yet, so just let me know where I need to put him.
He would have been toward the back. He wouldn't have come up with me.
That's a 16.
Okay.
And Frank is with Via.
You actually will just grapple her.
Heck yes.
Whoa, she's a fighter. Good job.
Go.
Look at you.
Well, that
Towards
was,
back.
since I said that before my turn, I'm assuming that doesn't count as my action, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now that that's done and I've calmed her to not move, I would like to take, I guess I'll do my short bow, because I don't need to be near them in order to do it. I would, but to hit, it would be a 25. Is that cool with you, or?
Oh no. Yeah, that's totally more than enough by a lot.
Awesome. And I get, let's see, I get to roll a d6 plus 5 for that one. That'll work. That will be non-damage.
9? Okay.
Oh wait, no, I'm so sorry. I am so away from playing a rogue. That's way more than 9 damage. I will be obviously using assassinate. Um,
Mhm.
I wasn't going to
ass-
stop you.
yeah. Okay. So that automatically becomes a crit.
Here's your sword.
Um,
Please fall on it.
Yeah. I rolled again just to see if I got an at 20 anyway. I didn't. Whatever. Because I get advantage on the roll. But you already said the first one hit anyway. Any creature you hit that is surprised, as in has not taken a turn in combat yet, is automatically a critical hit. So I also get to roll 3d6 of sneak attack. This one.
Oh, mace. Pull it up.
I don't double the sneak attack, do I? Just double the rest of it.
Oh, you do.
Oh, I
Double dice.
do.
All
Lovely.
dice.
Okay. So 24 plus 18 is
42.
42. Yes.
Yep.
Ooh.
I'd like to go from 9 to 42, please.
That's more like it.
Jeez.
Wowzers.
It's
There's
not
a-
530, but
It's not 530. Not all of us can be Emily Axford, but daggone it, I try.
God.
Which one did you hit?
Uh,
If you mentioned it.
I'm gonna
didn't hear it.
go with Minotaur 1.
Okay. The one closer to the portal.
Manny
Gotcha.
1,
Yeah, the one closest to the portal.
Mario 1.
Mario 1. There are
For
Mario,
Mario today.
Mom, and Maleficent now. Those are their names. I don't
I
make the
refuse.
rules, I just enforce them.
Mario,
I
Mom,
strongly
and
disagree.
Maleficent.
Yes.
What does the little green one say?
That's
You are.
You
Older
are.
Raven Guard.
here's the thing. And yes, I am
They're
a
now
child
named.
on the inside, but when you first put all these up and you put you are next to M3, I can only read it as your mom for the first 5 seconds.
Hi, Greg.
So M3 is Mom. Got
Hey,
it.
Greg. Yeah, M3 is Mom, M2 is Maleficent, and M1 is Mario. That's the one that I just either murdered or came very close to
Got it.
murdering with 42 points.
Greg, I
To
missed
go
you.
from
Oh, you
Mario.
hit him pretty
Got
hard and staggered him, but he's still up.
Ah,
Hey, not for long.
bull.
We're fighting Minotaurs, just so you
Do
know
I have a
what's going
bonus
on.
action? I don't think I have a bonus action that relates here.
In a
You
Oh,
weird
always have a
world,
bonus action.
we're
Cunning
all-
action.
I do. I'm going to
Yes,
I'll just
Mario the
hide.
Minotaur.
It is not Mario the Minotaur. That is made up, non-canon.
I'm
Canon.
gonna yes it is.
His name is
And now-
Maurice the Minotaur.
It's canon. It's we have video evidence.
There's
I'm
also
gonna
Manny the Minotaur
hide. Where do I even
I
hide it
said
in
Manny too, but
script?
she said
and
mom.
Minnie the Minotaur.
No, it's definitely it's Mario, Mom, and Maleficent. Again, I don't make the rules; I just enforce them.
I already
Um,
wrote it down, guys.
Who
It's-
is
Mom
Oh,
has to
B
be
is
number
B.
3.
Yes?
So it
Mom
says
is
your
number
mom.
3.
Yeah, Mom is number 3.
Yep.
B is B, correct? Like our robot buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm now hiding behind him. I'm using my bonus action to hide so I can have sneak attack again next round.
I'm gonna avoid
Okay, so you've
your,
let
but I'm gonna
Rhea
hit
go.
Mom.
I'm inside his chest.
Okay.
Did you hide in B?
We're doing a real Freddy Fazbear situation here. I am the child hiding inside his chest cavity. That's what's happening.
Pat the Minotaur. There you go. Greg, I miss you so
Yeah.
much.
God, I miss you, Greg. Pat the Minotaur is so good.
I can accept that. But only that. And no more.
Pat the
I've already
Minotaur.
named them, Ryan. You
Look,
can't stop me.
I
It's
almost-
already written down in pen, Brian.
I almost
And
got
then,
us
that's
a
canon.
cat because they named her Cat Minotaur, and I almost got her a
Wow.
cat.
We almost had another cat named Pat.
Wait.
Cat
named
Minotaur.
Cat
They
Minotaur.
didn't call her. Yeah, Cat. They didn't call her Cat Minotaur.
Yeah,
That's
No, they
criminal.
did.
They named
That
her
was her
Cat
name.
Oh, okay.
Minotaur.
And that's
thought he
why
said
we
it was
almost
Pat.
got
Turns
her.
out I'm just stupid.
She was part of a
That- yeah.
litter that they gave all kinds of like 80s icon names to, and I was like,
It would have been my cat.
oh god, I have to get Cat Minotaur.
This was a real conversation we had one day about whether we were
I
driving
was like,
to go get Cat Minotaur.
I will drive to Evansville and we will adopt Cat Minotaur.
Okay, so that
Yeah,
was
it's
Jade.
My turn.
Via is up then
Okay.
with Giz on deck.
I know this is not gonna work, but I'm gonna try. On your, I'm going to cast Intellect Fortress. I don't know if it's gonna do anything.
I did.
So for the duration, you or one willing creature you can see within range has resistance to psychic damage, as well as advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws.
Hey, you may want to turn your mic up a little bit.
Sorry, I was speaking softly so that I didn't echo.
That's not a spell. Okay.
It's one of my new 3rd levels. And I know the helm is probably not causing psychic damage. Thank you, Greg. I just saw your comment. I know the helm is probably not causing psychic damage, but if he's having to make saving throws to try and fight the helmet, then that at least gives him advantage to those saving
for sure.
throws.
I mean, there's no immediate effect, but there wouldn't be. Doesn't have to apply to him on his turn.
As a bonus action, because it's been so long since I've been able to do this. I forgot I have so many more things now. Who have we hit so far? Mario?
Yep, just him.
Who's up next? Giz?
Yes.
Who you aiming at?
I might have a plan for all 3.
Okay, well, I'm gonna scream.
You and your damn spells.
I'm gonna scream at Mom. I don't know. I'm exhausted and I can't come up with something quippy right now, but I yell something not very nice to Mom the Minotaur. And
You're really bad at raising your kids.
you're the worst mom. And that is that is an 8 off of their next saving throw.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
So, there you go. That's all I can do.
Pretty good for a bonus action. Okay. Giz it is then.
All right, is there a way for me to tell, like, how conductive is this water?
As far as you know, it's normal water.
It's fucking water. Don't.
Other than, like, the demon blood that's in it.
Mm-hmm.
So you could assume it's pretty conductive.
And we got Revivify in case this goes bad for her.
Thank you, Greg. That was way better than what I said.
So my theory is if I cast Thunderbolt on someone in the water might, spread around a little bit.
Actually, correct.
So you're gonna kill the Raven Guard in the process?
We got Revivify.
Well, do we?
We've got Revivify. It's
Wait.
fine. Oh, that's
I have
Courtney
a
who
noise
has
for-
like
it's
spare
fine.
the dying and stuff. I don't have that
Yeah.
anymore.
It's cool.
I'm sure
I
he's
got
gonna
it.
be full dead.
It's fine. I got it. He's fine.
I won't get him to full dead.
Oh, I forgot I have unfailing inspiration. Oh shit! I should have done that first. I finally hit the point where I can give inspirational speeches and everybody gets a bardic inspiration.
Yes.
Sweet. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, and I have counter charm now. I forgot all the stuff I got.
So wait. I'm sorry, what's the spell? Thunderbolt?
Yes, I'd like to do a Thunderbolt on Maleficent.
Wait, I
The
don't
one in the middle.
have that one.
That's
I-
number 2.
The Thunderbolt is A bolt of lightning going from my person in one direction for 100 feet, doing 8d6 damage. And it's a dex save of 14. To its
Lightning bolt, you mean?
Lightning bolt, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. So they have to make a dex save.
But would this do anything with the water?
I mean, it's water. And you're shooting
Water is pretty
electricity into it.
conductive. Just saying.
I mean, it's going to take disadvantage on the save if it's in water.
Yeah.
That's at least perfectly reasonable. Which one were you hitting first?
Mom.
Maleficent.
Number 2.
Oh, yeah,
Maleficent.
Maleficent.
Number 2.
Throw it at
Okay.
Mom.
Or if I wanted to, I can jump in there in position to get all 3.
Then
Yeah,
you
you.
are
Mom has a
toasty.
Yeah, I was
disadvantage.
gonna say, then you electrocute yourself, and I'm gonna ask you to not do that.
I mean, if they all get disadvantage, Mom also gets to subtract 8 on top of their disadvantage. So
Oh, she's going to fail.
so I'm pretty sure Mom isn't gonna make
It's
it.
like statistically guaranteed that she's going to fail.
Good. Fuck you, Mom.
Fuck you, Mom.
Man,
Are you going to hop in and get all 3?
don't hop in. Don't do it. We don't have that many revivifies.
Look, we only have.
Because I'll
so
give
many.
you some extra effect, but it's not going to hit them all the same way if they're in the water.
Can you just like run down to the corner and then throw it?
Because where I'm at, I can only hit 1 at a time because of where my character is.
You could totally hop into the water, though, and get right here and just be like, yeah.
Exactly like that, but I'd just be in the water, and I'd be right next to them, and I can't Misty Step because I did a spell.
Look, I support whatever shenanigans
That's a
you
bonus
pull.
action, isn't it?
This is the last episode of this
Yeah, I think
series for a while, and so I support your buffoonery.
Is it
whatever?
Is Misty Step a bonus action?
I'm almost positive it is.
Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
So you can.
But I just can't do 2 spells in 1 round.
But it's a bonus action.
But you
Yeah,
can't do
I'd have
spell.
to.
It would
I'd
have
have
to
to
be
do
a
a
spell
cantrip
and
as an
a
action.
cantrip.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
Oh, that's fair.
God, Misty Step is such a good spell.
Right.
Very good spell.
I've got
Yeah,
my
it's up to you.
healing word, so
Who's that next to me? Lulu and who
Next
else?
to you is Tink. Lulu and Rhea is the top corner, like
I'm right
diagonal
in
to
the
you.
corner.
All right. Giz pulls out a bottle with 3 X's and a lightning bolt on it, chugs it down, half of it, hands it off to Tink and says, "All right, I'm fucking coming back for that." Dives into the water, gets in position, and rolls 8d6.
Oh my god, I love it so much.
Mom
This is
has
my
a
favorite thing.
Mom has a -8.
Just
And
a
disadvantage. Well,
reminder.
all of them will have disadvantage.
Just in case you forgot.
So Mario
Want to
fails.
try and keep things.
25 damage.
You said
Mom.
it's not canon,
fails.
yet you're fully supporting this now.
Maleficent fails. All 3 of them take 25 damage.
Heck
Oh Jesus!
yes. Let's go.
Mario fails.
If there's one that hasn't rolled, I might just portent that shit. 3 for 3.
Mario in particular, you can see the bolt like travel up, like the lightning travel through his body and through the bolt arrow that's sticking out of like the peck, and the tail feathers on the end just light ablaze and catch fire from the electricity.
Did Ravengard take damage?
He did not.
Because that
Yeah.
is in a straight line, unless the water's affecting it.
Okay, so that was Giz. Nice. Now the other folks.
Do I
get
have
to go.
movement to get away?
What?
I might use movement to get away.
Are you telling
Oh
me?
yeah, you totally can. You
that
have what,
Mario's
25?
not dead.
Or no, you have 30, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you only used what? 10, 15 of that.
How much damage did you do,
1, 2,
Mal?
15. Yeah, you can move away.
42?
Plus 25?
Here's your
so
buckle back.
At minimum 67.
Thank you.
And it's still standing.
So they'll get an opportunity attack, though.
Oh my god.
Is it just the
Just
one
the
of them
one.
that does?
Just the one.
I think it's just
Yeah,
Mario.
just the one.
It's just, no, it's Mom. Mom is on. No, it
that's-
is Mario.
and-
You're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's Mario, yeah. That's an 18 to hit.
And I can shield with a reaction spell, even though I
Yeah, it's a reaction, totally.
shield, bitch.
Does it not hit?
That makes it not hit.
Brilliant. So as you try to run off, this thing just turns and swings its axe at you like two-fisted, and it just
Gotcha.
bounces off of nothing as you're just like, haha,
Woohoo!
run away. Are you going to go all the way back up over the rail?
Yeah, I'm gonna climb up that fucker.
Okay, it's a low rail. It's not hard. You can definitely make it with your movement. This hair is bothering me. I'm going to put it back to fix.
Put it in your warrior knot.
Heck yeah.
He didn't even hear it.
No, he did not.
It's okay.
What?
I said put it in your warrior knot.
It's long enough. Let's just take more time. Yeah, sweet. Okay, so now my enemies get to go, and well, everybody, NPCs get to go. Okay, so
Oh
first
God,
things
they
first.
go before me. Fudge.
Yep, they do.
Oh no.
Jade let go of Rhea to hide behind B. So Rhea, unobstructed, is now going to leap into the water,
Daggone it.
run right to Ravengard, and put her hands on the helm too to try to help him pull it off. As she
Wowza,
does,
Rhea.
you can see she's locked onto it as well, and her head kind of like rolls back, and the same thing starts to happen to her.
This
Yeah.
is why we don't
This
touch
voice is like
things.
echoing through her.
Okay, so
Um,
quick reminder, don't touch it.
Don't.
Nobody else
it.
touch it. Don't do it.
When you
And
say it like
as this
that, I kind
happens-
of want to touch it.
No touch it.
You can see the Minotaur start to track her and like start to get ready to swing as she runs up, and when she grabs the helm, they lose interest. They look away. Back towards you guys. Let's see. From there, Gideon is going to run up on Mario, just bare-fisted.
Bless Gideon.
Yes,
We need to get this man a weapon.
could be all right.
We have extras.
I have 8 daggers. I think that's a little too many for one person.
I have that whip that I still haven't used since
You know,
I
like that
picked it
hook on a
up.
chain or
I mean, I
something?
still have a chain with a hook. I've got a scimitar. I've got a couple of short swords.
Oh yeah,
You
the
have, like,
hook chain.
scythe, too?
Yeah,
Oh, I forgot you picked that up.
I took it off the ceiling. 'Cause it was fancy and I wanted it.
I have a chain with a skull attached to the end.
You do. Didn't
Okay, so
somebody
Gideon
pick
hits
up
twice
the
with a 19
bloody
and a
salt
26.
bucket?
Yeah, that was me too. Yeah. And now I've got embalming pipes.
God.
What a
I'm gonna
world.
make something real weird, guys. Oh, I had an idea.
So Gideon runs up and strikes Mario with one fist, and you can see the muscle like just ripple across the torso of the Minotaur, and it just falls into the water, just a huge splash. He turns to the second one is it Maleficent? Yeah, that's number 2.
Yeah.
And hits even harder with a 27 or 26. And that is 9 bludgeoning damage with a fist.
Warmed him up for you.
I was gonna say he's taking all
Why
the.
doesn't he just take out Mario, because Mario's like.
He did.
You did.
Oh,
Mario's
Mario's
dead in the
dead?
water. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mario's dead.
Dude, Mario took 67 damage before
Take him-
Gideon got to him.
Yeah.
Take him off.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. Great.
he was a little squishy next by then.
Okay. Let's see. That's that. And Lulu. What's Lulu gonna do? What do I want her to do? She's gonna fly toward Older and Rhea, and just stay above them. It's just a protective force for the moment. So that's gonna bring us to Tink.
Well, two of them are up still.
Taking significant damage, but still up.
Okay. That kind of changes what I want to do because they're all in the water. Okay. I'm going to do Frank first. He's got some pebbles on him. Let's go. Have
Roll
I
that
cast
spell.
that recently?
Hell yeah, Giz getting hammered, Minotaur's getting stoned.
Yeah. So that's a bonus action. So I'll go ahead and cast Magic Stone on the stones he's holding. And he is gonna airdrop onto
Mom.
Mario.
Mario's dead.
Oh, why is this thing on the
It's
board?
just in his corpse.
It's not.
He's not.
That's
Oh,
Mom's.
That's
sorry.
Mom's.
The 3 looks like a 1 from my phone's tiny. I'm so sorry. Okay, then Mom. I'll roll.
Fuck you, Mom.
Woohoo! 18 plus. What's he get? I don't know. He gets something. Where's my flipping thing? Oh, it's my spell attack. 24 to hit.
Damn.
And it is. I'm assuming that hits. And then it
Yeah.
is 1d6. 10 damage, please. He gets a boulder dropped
Oh.
on his head.
To number 2,
To Mom.
to number 3. Got it.
He's got it
I
down.
love that spell. The giant little pebble becomes a giant rock.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll have fun with that. I am going to. He still has movement, right?
Right.
Oh, it's a touch spell. I don't want him to get. It'll be fine. Okay. So Frank is gonna cast through. I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration through Frank.
Okay.
On Raven Guard.
Did you?
All right.
Did you roll for him? If he has to make a roll when you did the NPC rolls?
On Raven Guard?
Yeah.
I have not yet.
Okay.
Oh, wait. No, you're right.
He
You
gets
had the thing.
advantage if it's
Yes, thank you.
wisdom, intelligence, or charisma.
Okay, good to know. Good. So you just cast what on him? Tink?
Lesser Restoration.
What's a restoration? And you had to move to do it.
Not me, Frank.
Frank, got it. You're right.
I moved him over to drop a stone onto Mom, and then I am casting
Oh.
through him.
Yes. Correct. My bad. What's a restoration? Let's see.
It ends a condition afflicting it.
It ends blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
I don't know.
So doesn't change his behavior.
Okay, that was worth a shot.
Yep.
All right, he's gonna get out of there then.
Okay.
And I am going to back
And he'll take an
up.
opportunity attack. Actually, 2 of them.
Ah, shit.
I'm
Yes.
Frank.
Good.
You evil son of a bitch.
Right? He just loves killing Frank.
13.
It's not cool.
It was in the way that he said it.
Right?
He went full emperor.
Okay.
So the one is a 13. I don't
hits.
think that's going to hit. It does?
Frank,
okay.
it does. Yeah.
Frank might go down again.
Oh God, Frank.
These things hit like trucks. That's cocked.
The Minotaurs love
Same number,
fucking
okay.
murdering Frank.
So that's 16 slashing damage.
Yeah, he turns into a pearl and drops into the water.
Oh,
Okay.
Frank.
Oh
Oof.
no.
We'll find the
Sorry,
pearl.
they do a lot of damage.
How far away did he get?
Not
Yeah, where did he drop?
about 5, like in the next square.
Oh.
They don't
Can you
have
move
far
him?
reach, so. Yes, let me move him.
Can
I want to know where Frank is.
Fallon get him without getting hit by a Minotaur?
Probably not.
Fuck.
Actually, definitely not. Well, she might not get hit, but she's going to get attacked. Or would be in the space, too, at least.
Can she just like stay out of the space and just reach in?
Then I'm going
Just
to
auto reach in.
I'm gonna get out of Giz's way.
Okay.
That's gonna. I'll just back up like between B and Giz.
Okay.
We'll just do that.
Yeah. Needed to get me something. Don't worry about it. Okay, right there. Cool. So that brings us back around to Jade, who is hidden behind B.
All right. So we're gonna steady aim. This gives me advantage on the roll.
What gives you sneak attack?
Yes. Although I would have had sneak attack multiple ways at this point, with Lulu being so close to them
True.
and me hiding and all of that jazz. Okay, so that's one roll. That one's much better. That one is going to be a 26.
Jesus, yep.
Cool. Okay, cool. So I get 3 of these. I get another one of these. Where did it go? There's one. Okay. Let's see. 20 points of damage.
Oh, God. On number 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maleficent.
That'll do it. Do the damage at least, not take her out.
Damn.
And then as bonus action, I suppose I'll just hide behind B again. I don't really have much better to do at this point.
Just pop out.
There's nowhere else to
Typical
hide.
rogues.
Look, I want that sneak
He's a
attack.
very good shield.
That's my bread and butter. I need that.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. That was Jade via. Sorry. Which dad?
I don't know. At this point, I don't know. Everything I've done hasn't done anything. Well, that would just hurt them both, so that's not good. Oh! I haven't done this one in a while. That's a good one. Let's do Crown of Madness.
Nice.
Who has the most damage right now?
The most is number 2, Maleficent.
Okay, what
Yeah, Mom's been getting off easy. Dang it, Mom! I'll take this moment to remind everyone of Frank's full name. It is Francois Augustus de la Croix Baudelaire III.
Brilliant.
Fantastic.
Okay,
I
so
forgot
I will
about
then
that.
cast it on Maleficent.
All right.
So that Maleficent
Crown
will
of
attack
Madness.
Mom. They have to beat a 15? No, they have to succeed on a Wisdom saving throw, which is, you still have to beat a
15.
15.
Let me see. Does that? Yeah, let's make the second immediately. That's a no. That's a fat no. 5.
And then, before I finish, I'll steal Greg's line that he fed me earlier, and I will give... I guess I'll do it against Maleficent, because they're the ones who have to make the saving throws against the spell, and say, you're a terrible labyrinth maker, Maleficent. And 6 off their next saving throw.
Nice. Okay. Then that gives us Giz. With me on deck.
All right, I want to jump over the rail again and run directly all the way to the far end of the map, so that if I do a thunder wave, I won't affect any allies.
So, like,
So I'm
over
just
here?
trying to catch the 2 minotaurs in my area of effects. Yes.
Gotcha. You pretty much have to be right against the wall there.
Gotcha. And it keeps me safe from like shit. I like that.
You have to squeeze yourself uncomfortably close to that portal.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does it get affected by him being close?
Not that he can tell, but probably don't want to get any closer to it at all.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna thunder wave. Another Goku charge and fuck.
Oh,
Maybe
thanks,
cause hell
Greg.
work, like, in the water. And that's gonna be at a second level. That's 3d8. They got a con save of 14, and they're gonna get pushed if they fail it.
First con save made it. Second con save made it.
All right, so we got a total
Half as
of
much as it pushed.
Gotcha, 10 damage.
But- Sweet, still 10.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Somebody goes, fuck! Nothing happens. Fuck!
Great. Okay. My turn. He still has advantage. Nice. Oh wait. Okay.
Oh, and didn't one of them have -6 to the saving throw?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, Maleficent did.
Yeah, absolutely. So that one
Okay,
got pushed
so
away
then-
from you 10 feet?
Yes, and they would take the full 10.
I already corrected the damage.
Gotcha.
That's gonna knock into Rhea, so let me see what happens to her.
Does the Minotaur get stuck, or does she get pushed?
And if she does get pushed and she loses contact with that helmet, what happens?
Yeah. Or
If
does it
separates them, that'd
pull
be fucking cool.
Does it keep them attached, and do they pull together?
Interesting thought.
I'd rather she
It's
got
a
knocked
cat.
off.
Katamari Damacy ball of just people getting bigger and bigger.
This is just a butterfly effect, guys.
That would be hilarious if it was Katamari. She, okay, so the Minotaur gets blasted into Rhea. Their connection breaks,
Thank
so
God.
she gets knocked away with it.
I saved the
Her
puppy!
hands get ripped off the helmet. They're kind of both in a tumble in the same square there in the water. Okay, so now it's my turn. Let's see. Rhea just starts screaming incoherently for a second,
Oh,
then
fuck.
Yeah.
just shakes it off, and turns back to you guys on the landing and says, "We can do it. We can get it off him." And realizing that she's with this thing, like she's jumbled together with this thing, will stand up and attack it. It's prone right at her feet, so she gets advantage.
Fuck yeah.
I hope she chops this
Will that
motherfucker's
end
head
the
off.
madness?
Probably.
Oh no, that's okay.
Just holds it under the water.
Oh,
Yeah, she's got that longsword she's using two-handed and hits with both attacks. So it's probably not a good day for this guy.
you seem better.
7, 6. 7 plus 6 is 13. Yeah, it takes out the second one. But he just stands there. He chops away at it. Let's see. Lulu's going to tusk attack that third one now that it's more vulnerable.
Let's go.
He gets 1. 15, that's going to hit it. And she does just a little damage, just a little 3 piercing damage.
It doesn't say that if it gets hit, the spell ends. Is it dead? Okay, it's
Yeah,
gone.
What, number
Never
2?
mind. Yeah, okay.
There you go.
Okay.
I thought.
Never mind.
Oh, my bad. I thought you cast Fears on 3.
No, I did Crown of Daggers on Maleficent, so they would hit 3.
Oh, well. Chaos of battle and all that.
That's okay.
It happens. Let's see. And then Gideon's going to go for it too. If I can move him. 2. He hits twice. Not as good this time. I'll hit both times. So that is nice. 13. 22 bludgeoning damage with his fist. This dude hits very, very hard. Like Mike Tyson on PCP.
Was this dude a monk or something?
Yeah. Kind of.
I'll take that as a maybe.
Kind of.
Necromantic monk.
You're either a monk or
That's an
you're
old
not a monk.
multi-class.
That's
He could multi-class.
well, yeah, but you're
I
still a
guess he
monk
could
if
still
you
be a monk.
multi-class.
I will be playing a bard and a monk in the next game I play, so
That sounds fun as hell, actually.
Yeah.
I'm real pumped about it.
Yeah.
I've never played a monk before.
Oh, is that real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like a really fun combo.
And
You can
lasers.
insult somebody and then punch them.
Well, and lasers and liches adds like extra like paths you can take. So like for the bard, I'm taking House of Metal, so like I get to do all kinds of cool shit that way. And
That's
then
awesome.
the monk has Fury Fu. So you choose like an animal, like kind of like guide, and it unlocks like all of these different extra spells and things you get.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm super pumped about it.
I'm playing a corporate overlord warlock in that one, and if you think I'm not having fun with that, you're wrong. So I'm very excited. I'm also multi-classing in that, but I took warlock and then I took a class that is specific to the book that we are using to play.
Right.
So. But
Number
I get
3 is still up
multi-attack, and
most.
that's all I wanted.
Multi-attack's so good.
M3
So the
is
third one,
up.
Mom is still alive, still hanging in there. That
Oh,
brings us
Mom.
back to Jade.
All right,
No, it
let's
does
go.
not.
Probably a killing blow.
Excuse me. Hi. I'd like to go.
Wait.
I've only gone once.
Yeah, my bad.
Daggone it. But if Tink can't kill them, it will be the killing blow. Daggone it.
I know. I'm mad about Frank. I'm charging in there and I'm fucking hitting it.
That's fair.
Well, you're
Fair
moving
enough.
in? Okay.
I have 2 attacks with my mace.
True.
What's your jump distance? Can you do like a flying attack?
Oh my god, what is my jump distance? How do I calculate that? My strength
I
is
think it's
0.
a base
So
amount
I
plus
think
your
I
strength
only-
modifier.
Yeah.
I forget what the base amount is. 5 feet?
You know what? I'll have B move up with me at the same time.
Okay.
Just in case I can't kill him. And while we're going up there, I'm just gonna like kick off him and do the flying thing. All right, I rolled a 16 plus 8. Does that hit?
24, yeah.
Okay. And then my mace is 1d6. 8 damage for the first one.
Okay.
That is a Dirty Tiffany to hit. And another 7 damage.
That takes it right out.
Yeah.
Flying kick off of B and somehow swing twice on the fall.
You know,
That's terrifying, actually.
She fast.
one down and then another one on top. And I'll just
Okay.
land on it.
Well, that puts you in that space then, standing over a Minotaur body. It's taken out.
I'm immediately going to ask Rhea, what do we do?
And I'm
We
gonna go
have
pick
to-
up Frank.
Help him. We have to pull it off. We can. He's fighting something in there. I was too. It's something bad, something very strong. But he's.
Do we have
he's,
to
he's,
go in and kill it?
I don't think we can do that. No, it's something. It's like pushing on the mind. He needs anything to relieve that pressure. He can help fight it if we give him support. I don't know what to do exactly, but there's something.
Can I cast Reduce on him? So that his head's too small for helmet.
Are you making him tiny?
Or would it reduce?
That would
It
be
would reduce
amazing.
everything he's wearing.
It would actually.
I
That's
think it
right.
just reduces weapons from the description I have.
Let me see, because if it doesn't reduce clothes, that's hilarious.
I've read it so many
Right.
times while waiting for this.
That
I'm
would
pretty
be
sure it
awesome.
says only weapons.
Creature or an object, so you can do it to either technically.
But I can't do it
It can't
to
be
an
worn
object
or
being
carried. But everything that's wearing and carrying changes sizes with it.
Oh, okay. Mine doesn't have that.
It was a good idea, though.
Damn.
Yeah, I like that idea. That
I'm
would have been
kind of
cool.
disappointed.
Honestly.
You mean what do you mean he needs mental support?
There's something in his mind trying to take over, but he's strong, he's resisting, but he can't hold it back. But indefinitely, there's got to be something that we can do. I felt it. I know it. I know he's pushing back. I know it.
Do you know how he's fighting?
It's with force of will. I think maybe what you did has helped. I don't.
Like
But
if
it's all-
I like I have enhanced ability,
I do too.
does that help?
Enhance ability?
Yes.
I got nothing to buffer him with.
Perhaps.
Yeah, nothing. Look, I'm here for one thing and one thing only, and that is speed. The minute that helmet is off, I'm getting it to that statue. That's all I've got for y'all.
No, we
Could
can't
help.
touch it though. So find something to grab it with. You can't touch it.
I've got something I can wrap it in, I'm sure.
I got a blanket or something.
Can I wrap it in a wedding dress? I do have one in my bag.
You gave him advantage on intelligence already?
Intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws.
What if we need to give him constitution? It would be the bear.
Yeah.
Okay.
While you're thinking this over, Gideon looks at the portal and looks at Ravengard and back at you with those black eyes and says, "I do wish I could say I'm sorry for this."
I'm
just
immediately
starts to
going to counter
Beat
charm.
him.
Oh fuck. He's not even using. God damn it.
What is he doing? Wait,
I'm
what?
gonna
Using
tackle him
magic.
then.
Just gonna start to pummel on Ravengard. He's trying to kill him.
I'm
gonna tackle him then.
Wait, no, I'm next in initiative, right?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
I'm next. Okay, yeah. I will use steady aim again.
Nice.
I get advantage on the attack. Where did my d20 just go? In a panic, I threw it. Alright, not that one.
I mean, this
Much
was kind of
better.
my plan already, so
25.
25 to hit. That'll hit
Yeah.
him.
Cool.
He's unarmored mostly, so.
Beautiful. We are gonna do this and this. I need this one, and I need this one. Ah, that was a beautiful roll. We love to see it.
Love to hear it.
All right. That is 11 and 9, 20, 25.
25? Okay.
Yeah. It's the best I got without assassinate. And then as a bonus. I can't really I mean I can hide nowhere really. I don't need to hide to get the sneak attack at this point. And I don't really need to dash or disengage unless I want to get closer, which I guess I could. But I don't need dash to do that because I still have my movement. I'll go ahead and go into the water. Everybody else is in it. Nothing bad has happened yet. So, because of them standing water, obviously bad things are happening. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna take the full 30, and I'm gonna go ahead and stand next to Gideon.
Sure.
Yeah. I can start using my rapier next turn, which hits better than my short bow does.
Right on. So that'll be your turn, and then we're back to Via.
Okay. I'm gonna try enhance ability on his constitution.
The
Okay.
bear.
There's endurance.
It also
2d6
gives
temporary
him
hit points. Hell yeah.
yeah 2d6 temporary hit points and advantage on Constitution.
So Gideon wasn't able to land his first blow.
I'm gonna
Because
cast
Jake's fucking
it.
shot him.
I'm gonna cast it. I'll use my last 3rd level and cast it at a 3rd level.
Ooh.
I can target.
You want to roll that 2d6 for his HP, or do you want me to?
I can do it.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do Bear's Endurance. If I cast it at a 3rd level,
You pick another.
I can pick another target. So I'm going
nice.
to hit Rhea. Just so she's got it. Oh shit, that's double 6s, baby. That's 12.
Oh yeah.
We'll take it.
Let me see. That's great to me, but I'm inclined to give it to you. Do you want Rhea to have the same thing, or do you want to give her a different bonus? Because I think that can be read either way.
Yeah, I think so too. I was wondering how I don't know.
I would say if you're targeting multiple creatures, I would say that it makes sense that you could target, or that you can do 2 different attributes, if you want.
I think the same thing would be best for her too. Right?
Well, she's a fighter.
She's a fighter, but she's also trying to help him get that off. So if she tries to go in again, she's got the boosted constitution and the extra HP.
Yeah.
Either way, extra HP's nice.
So yeah, we'll give her Bear's Endurance too.
Sweet. Okay. So she will get advantage to strength. You want to roll them d6s?
Can I just use the same roll?
Yeah, you can.
So
I don't see why not.
they both get 12. And then before my turn is over, because why not fucking use it again, because I still got it. I'm going to unsettling words Gideon here.
Nice.
Say, you know what, you may be hot, but you're not that hot. Ooh, and that is going to be 7 off of his next saving throw.
Damn, that stings.
All right.
Suck it.
Set him up and knock him down.
Okay. Giz is up.
All right. If I were to cast this lightning bolt, which has a 100-foot lightning bolt, and it was angled down and ends up hitting the portal, would it go through the portal?
Potentially.
I don't think that's going to do anything.
We don't really know.
You want to hit the water with lightning, potentially with all of us in it?
Not the water. The port, like, I'm going to hit Gideon either way.
That's not
I just want to
gonna
know if I
close
face
the
a certain
portal.
way, is it going to do something weird?
It could be. Might.
All right, I'm not trying to trigger something that's on the other side, so I'm going to move 3 steps to the left and fire a lightning bolt diagonally straight at Gideon.
I appreciate you making sure it doesn't hit me.
Wait, I didn't move you back, did I? No, I didn't.
No, I stayed in that corner.
Oh, you did? Okay.
He didn't have the movement to get back, I don't think.
I wasn't going to try it, really.
So you're moving here?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Do not hit
Again.
the cat.
Really skirting that portal.
I'm just like,
But that's okay.
Yeah, until 3 more Minotaurs come out, he's right there.
Just drunkenly stumbling.
Don't speak that into existence.
Alright, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I'm
and
right here.
portent roll, he's going to get a 3 on this, just to be sure.
I'm pretty
You
sure.
get something.
All right.
He's like, hey, I can see the future, and you're not in it after this fucking conversation.
Again,
Okay,
disadvantage. Not that it matters
okay.
because it's a 3. Okay. So he
30.
takes the full damage.
A dirty 30.
30? Hell yeah.
That's fucking wild.
I love lightning bolt. Okay, yeah, that's 30 damage. It's him dead in the chest.
How much has he taken?
Not enough.
That's at
A
least
fair
30.
amount.
Well,
Before
I
that,
hit
he
him
took
for
20
25.
Yeah, 25.
So 55.
55.
Oh, damn.
Did Via hit him?
Not yet. No, she gave
I gave the
con
boost.
bonuses.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay.
Okay, that was Giz's turn. Now it's his turn. Gideon's turn
Oh, I was
again.
gonna say he goes now.
Bring it on.
Oh, let's see. Who do I want to hit with this?
Who is B right next to? Who's that green there?
Lulu.
Lulu and
Oh,
Er,
Ray is over in the
Well,
corner.
he's not above a little vengeance. Giz, go ahead and make a con save,
Shield
please.
bitch. Ah, is it con save?
Yep, Constitution.
Okay, I got a +3. I'll roll the good die. All right, 15.
Oh boy, that's exactly what you needed.
Holy shit! You see, I told you you were
Still
fucking
half
up.
damage. Wait, maths. 19.
8.
3. Okay, so you'll take 11 necrotic damage.
And that is halved or half that?
That's half. Yeah, is already
Okay.
halved.
Gotcha.
He just stares, looks
God,
at you and
I
just
brush
doesn't
the
move
dead
at all. He just
energy
stares.
off of me. Just like, oh, I can do this all day.
All right, that's going to be his turn. See, that brings us to Tink then, who is also right there next to him now.
Yeah.
Surprise.
I was gonna say he's
Wait, how
Zerial's
many-
bitch, so
Didn't he just try and hit Giz?
yeah, with a spell.
Well, yeah, with like an effect.
Oh, okay.
Some sort of thing.
Yeah, he didn't
Yeah,
move.
he didn't move at all. So yeah, let's kill Zerial's puppy. Natural 20.
Woo!
Let's see.
Yeah.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
Sorry, hot guy. Not hot enough.
Yeah.
Wait, do we need him to close this portal?
Not
Oh,
that we
no.
know of. Where did my stupid thing just
Can
it's
we
my lap.
maybe just knock him out?
I can do spare the dying once we figure it out.
Okay, cool.
Right now I hit.
Okay, cool. Because like if we
That's
murder him
5,
and he
8,
had to be the one to close
13
the portal,
damage.
then
No, wait, sorry. The dice are doubled. 10, 18 damage.
we're fucked.
Kill first, revive, and ask questions later.
Correct. That's the motto.
That is a dirty Tiffany to hit.
Let's go.
So okay,
And it's 12 damage.
okay.
And then if he's not down yet, B's gonna come up there and hit him.
He's not down.
Let's go.
Clank, 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 clank.
But
He
is
just
there any way
smacks him
that?
with a hand.
Oh, I'm right next to what's his butt, aren't I?
Yeah.
Raven's head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't superimpose myself between them, can I?
No.
Okay, B's gonna try to grapple him.
Grapple
Wanna grapple
Gideon?
Gideon?
Yeah.
Or Raven Guard?
Let's
Okay.
Gideon.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
That's a 15 plus versus stats.
Remember,
Athletics.
all of our important shit is inside B.
That's a dirty Tiffany.
Nice, nice.
I love my
Other
dice.
poor
Okay,
10 gets a
just gonna-
13.
They were mad at me earlier, and they're being good now. I'm okay with it.
Oh my god, he rolled like dog shit. That's no. Absolutely not. He's grappled.
And B wraps him up like a pretzel.
Oh god.
It would be really fun to have him counter grapple B and just dive through the port. Be like, all
That
your
would be
shit's in the abyss.
hilarious.
Fuck you.
I could build another one. Go, boy.
Oh, my wine!
No wine. But no,
Alright,
he is completely
grapple
grappled. B has him in a
You
firm
son
grip.
of a bitch.
All right, that's me.
Also, when you hit him, as you hit, the light on your mace like really flared up, and he screamed out. It hit him way harder than you would anticipate. So
Oh.
Yeah,
He
because
took-
it does.
Hit
That
him
radiant?
again. Hit him
Yeah.
again.
he took double damage.
Yeah.
Go.
So
Do
that
you
went
have
from
anything
instant
else
damage
on the
to
journey?
I don't have anything
took-
special.
Do I have
He
anything
took
that does
double damage
radiant
up a nat
damage?
20. That's
sorry,
awesome.
that went from 30 damage to 60.
But he's still not down. Oh my god.
No, he's not.
This
This
is
is
so
dumb.
dude.
All right. What can
Okay.
we do? What can...
Psychic damage. I got a lot of burning and a lot of psychic damage.
Has he gotten a chance to roll yet, Raven? What's his name? Because I'm last.
Let me go ahead and make his roll there.
Please let him pull out of that, because I don't know what else to do.
Wait 1 second. Okay.
Or we go Gideon's method, but we're nicer about it. That's my last plan,
Way
guys.
too late
I don't
now.
know.
Unless we all put a hand on it and try and get it off him.
I think
Need
we
to fight
all
whatever's
get
inside
stuck.
it. We could all go in and try to fight, but
Ryan's face right now is terrifying. It is why we shouldn't do that.
it's why I want to do it.
He's like, it's like, no, we're not.
Turns out he's fighting a giraffe.
Actually, it's still my turn, right?
It finished, yeah.
I mean, I could just reach out and touch it.
Or Gideon. Raven Guard's voice goes from like the counter, like prayer and abyssal to like just a scream at this point. Like he's
Progress.
just incoherently and trying to like pull hard. Something is happening.
So he's trying to pull harder than he was before. Like he looks like he has a better grip on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he's not immediately just yanking it off, but it looks like the tide is turning in the struggle in his favor.
Okay, we'll take it.
Potentially.
We'll take
All
it.
right.
Can someone have
Jade.
2 spells on them?
Kill the thing.
Okay.
As long as it's not concentration for this like one caster to maintain it, which your enhanceability is.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to murder Gideon because like
Okay.
I have no magical dog in this fight as far as what I can supply to our
True.
struggling buddy here. I only know how to hurt people. So
That's
If
not
we
true.
get rid of Gideon, then I can refuel my
I know
ring and
how-
I can cast enhanceability if you need to drop it.
I'm sorry. I know how to hurt people and run really fast when I snort catnip.
And you do. You do it great.
Thanks. I'm using steady aim again, obviously, because
Right.
that will never get
Hit
old
'em.
a day in my life. 23?
True. 23 is a hit.
Beautiful. That would be
1,000 points.
22. Not as good as last time, but I'll deal.
22 damage? Okay.
22? 22.
Does anybody have radiant damage?
No.
Not at all.
Alright, I'll keep hitting him.
No. Alright.
Well, you might reconsider that because I'm about to do something really stupid.
Please, about to do something. Go for it.
We love to hear it. Let's go.
Okay, I'm going to drop enhanceability. So Tink, I'm
Okay.
gonna need you to pick it up.
Alright.
I'm gonna cast Intellect Fortress on myself.
Okay.
Oh God.
Yep. Can I get to him?
To Gideon?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, to older.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you
So
can.
Raven's
Yeah, totally, absolutely.
And before I touch it, I'm gonna say, if all else fails, you knock me the fuck off of this. Do you understand?
Got
Got
it.
And I just put my hands
I
on
hold up
it.
my mace.
Okay.
Oh God.
God, I wish we could do like a breakout room and still keep it on stream
That's
so I could
what I
explain
was
this to you,
gonna
but
do.
not to
I was
anybody
gonna
else.
touch him.
That would be cool.
We'll try to work it out for future streams.
Yeah.
But for right now, we all gotta hear.
It's probably really hard, but yeah, we're not gonna fuck with it right now, obviously. Let's see. So you grab onto the helmet and you feel this, like you feel you just lose control of your body entirely. Inside, it's like okay. Yeah, you've seen it. Like Stranger Things, you know, like the entrance into the Upside Down, where it's just like you're standing in water and it's just a black space.
Yes.
And he's there. Ravenguard is there without the helmet on, but still like pulling at something on his head. Sitting there now screaming before he was, praying, but there's something in front of him. At like an indeterminable distance. At one moment it looks close, like right up on you. At another moment it looks really far away, but still massive. Jesus, let me see if I have an image here. I think I do. Yes.
Oh.
Damn.
This figure
Fuck.
standing over you.
That's awesome.
And it's like almost arguing with him in Abyssal.
I can speak Abyssal.
Yes.
And now that you're healed, you'll understand it more. He's basically taunting Ravengard and now looking to you and saying things like, "I have you here now. There's no escape. This is you. This is your existence forever. This is worse than hell. There is no getting out. You belong to me." And Ravengard's just standing there screaming. And after a moment, you notice you are too. And in the far distance, you can also see flashes of various things happening. You catch a glimpse of a woman in El Terrell's armor, with what looks like Lulu right there beside her. This woman has a cut across her cheek, and she has a sword in her hand that's it's like a blue glowing steel. It looks almost delicate in its construction, but you can tell it's like extremely powerful. And she, as you watch, she plants it into the ground, and is blown. She and Lulu are blown back as like a fortress just springs up around it. And
Can
go
I
ahead
tell
and make
where
for
that
me a.
is?
Hmm?
Can I tell?
It looks like it's on the plane of Avernus somewhere. It definitely looks like it's on Avernus.
Okay. What do you
And
want me
it's
to
a
make?
figure, a female with Lulu next
It's
to her.
Zariel. It's
Yeah,
it's when
and
she was still an
planted
angel.
her sword
Yeah.
into the ground.
Because Lulu told us
Yeah.
that she was tasked with hiding the sword so no one could get it.
Right, but it might be in your plane where you are right now. Okay.
What did you want me to roll?
Give me an int save.
Intelligence? I get advantage. Thank
You do.
God. Oh, that's a fucking nat 20.
Yeah.
Serious?
With
Hell
a plus
yeah.
1, so that's a 21.
Nice.
Oh, shit. Maybe I didn't do something
Okay.
stupid.
So
Yeah.
Get it.
Gideon is still standing there, like holding something, like the spectral something on his head and pulling. And as you're standing there, like experiencing this with him, you find that you're screaming and pulling too. And with that push, you just push it off your skull and snap back into the world with the rest of them. And you've yanked this thing off of Ravenguard's head.
Yeah.
And he just he's out. He falls into the water, just passed out.
Hold his head above the water.
Gideon's still
Down
there
the thing.
fighting. It doesn't look like much time has passed at all, even though it feels like it might have been an hour for you. But it seems like you're just right back into the moment.
And I'm just holding it and it's not doing anything to me.
It's the moment it's inert, yeah.
Hand it to Jid and go.
Where's Jade?
I'm right beside you.
She's right next
right
to
next to you, I
fucking
think.
Gideon. I know, but she's right next to Gideon.
But she
Oh,
can
yeah,
drag the
true.
thing off. He's
I'm
grappled.
faster than Gideon.
He's grappled.
He goes.
Oh,
Yeah, and he's
true.
grappled. He's grappled.
Okay.
Oh yeah, B hasn't grappled. Yeah.
Do you
like a pretzel.
Can I just I don't want to just throw it to you. Like I know it's inert right now. I don't know if it means you have to put it on for it to be activated.
I have, and I said it earlier, and everybody thought it was a joke, but it wasn't. I have a wedding dress that I stole from that house.
You do.
I want to wrap it up in that wedding dress.
What the flip is happening outside?
Did you pull it out?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just literally gonna throw it to you.
Cool. I'm going to catch it in the wedding dress and just bunch up all the ends to make it a makeshift bag.
Nice.
And as soon as
Or better yet, just so I can get out of there before I give it to you. So it's nowhere near Gideon, just in case he undoes the grapple. Do I still have movement left?
What do you? Let's see.
5, 10,
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, you have 10 feet.
You have 10.
Okay, so scoot me 10 feet, I guess, to the left.
This
So
way?
you're back
Okay.
up on the balcony.
Yeah, get me out of the water.
Okay.
Okay. I'll come to you then. On my next turn.
As you move away, Gideon fixes you with his gaze, so make a con save.
Fuck you, cunt.
Shit.
16 plus
Nice.
2, 17. Or no, 18.
16's a pass, so you'll take half. Let me get back there.
Which would be what, 9? Because I'm assuming this is the same as earlier.
Is he a warcaster?
He
Was
is
that
not
a
any specific
reaction?
class.
It's not a specific class.
Oh wait, hold on. Can he even do that right now?
Yeah, it's like that's not his turn.
Legendary action?
Never mind. He can't do that.
Unless he's a
Fuck
full
me.
character, he can't do that.
Thank you. No, you're totally right.
What?
He cannot do that as a
Go,
reaction.
Via,
You're right.
go!
Okay.
Sorry. I'm so sorry, Ryan.
No, I appreciate
Oh,
that.
you're fine.
I'm sure it would have been
Completely.
good.
Yeah,
What awesome.
no problem.
I appreciate that.
You're right. You can't do it.
I was like, I think Giz
I was
is next.
excited.
So
Yep,
that means
you're
you
right, Giz
don't
is
have
next.
to you don't have to waste a spell. You can hit him with your mace.
Yeah.
Sure.
And he's grappled, so
He goes before me, but yeah.
can I throw over my shoulder? Now that I have the fucking thing. Go fuck yourself.
Throw whatever your shoulder.
Just go fuck yourself, and I'm going to
That's
give
always-
him. That's a fucking 8 off of his next saving throw.
Let's
I
go.
don't think he
I
had
got
made
something.
a save since the -7, but that's still
fine. No,
worse.
it's a -8.
That's rough.
Good. He deserves rough things. Like,
Fuck off.
he doesn't get to have an easy life.
This is my helmet now.
Okay.
Hey guys,
So
I
you're moving
didn't
away
do
as
a
far as you
stupid
can?
thing. Yes.
I'm very proud of you.
I did a thing.
That was dope. It was dope, is what that was.
was
Then Giz
cool.
is up.
Oh shit.
All
With
right.
a grappled opponent.
Giz walls his way over there and pulls out a bottle with a just a big smile on it. And he says, this is my giggle juice here, but
No. Stop it.
I don't mind sharing today. And I cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter as I pour the liquor over his mouth.
Wow.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
You gotta
I
roll
hate
a
everything that just happened.
wisdom saving throw of 14, and he's got a -8. Is that what you said? -8?
Yeah. It's -8. It's just, this is why Dungeons and Dragons is the best game. Well, he rolled a 19 and gets a -8, so no, he doesn't make it. Damn it.
Fuck you.
Just rolling around giggling with B
Like he
in the
just starts-
water.
Yeah.
Well,
And he
B is
starts,
still
like,
holding
belly
him,
laughing,
so
like-
he's just.
Locked in B's grasp.
Yep.
No, stop! That tickles.
Jesus
Swear.
fucking Christ.
Just incapacitated, just laughing.
Oh, someone can't handle that shit.
That's his turn. Well, his turn is up, I should say. Let's see. Can he even do shit? Is the question.
At the end
Hopefully
of
not.
his turn, he can make a saving throw.
At the end of I
At
think
the-
yeah. Well, he'll have to end his turn because that's all he can do.
Awesome. Since he is grappled, do I get advantage?
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, he can make the save. Nope. That's 10 total. He did not make it. He's still incapacitated.
Excellent.
Okay.
B is
Fucking
gonna
lightweight.
keep holding him in a nice, like a. Can he like squeeze damage? Is that the thing? Like
Yep.
ooh.
Yeah, you could like constrict him. Yeah, he's gonna get another opportunity to make that save. But yeah,
Oh, for Tasha's.
yeah.
Oh, that is okay. He is still grappled though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still gonna hit him. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hit him a couple times because the radiant is awesome, and if that doesn't work, then we'll try squeezing him to death.
And the damage will possibly pull him out, but that's no problem. That's probably not very bad.
There's a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
With 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 damage.
So 26 damage.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
Yeah.
that is a 27 to hit.
Okay.
With the same amount of damage.
He's done. He's
Bye.
gone.
Bye, bitch.
Good.
Oh,
Literally knocking the
I'm
life
so
out of
sad.
him.
I'm going to. Are we out of initiative then?
Moment.
Okay, I'm gonna hit him one more time just in case.
Okay.
I'd like him to be super dead,
Can you
please.
just throw
I'll
him
throw his body
into
through
the
the portal.
portal?
No, I don't know
Actually,
where that goes.
I forgot to mention, with you pulling the helm off, that closed.
Oh, cool.
That
Oh.
like sealed up
Oh, okay.
and just left the wall behind it.
Great. Just throw him into the
Awesome.
wall, just in case.
Yes, just throw him into the
That
wall.
is
That's fine.
Giz finally leans back in relief.
It's a
against the wall.
15 to hit a dead body,
Yeah.
and that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 doubled, 28 damage.
Are you just smashing him more?
Yeah, at that point, I'm just going to start walking toward the statue.
Same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just making sure he doesn't make like death saves and comes back to life and tries to kill us all.
Man, I was really excited to use my feline agility, and now there was no point.
All right, and then I'm gonna say
Via's
open up
just like,
the
I've
and I'm
dealt
gonna
with too much shit. I'm just going to
Oh.
put this back on the fucking statue. You go beat him. It's fine.
I'm gonna take his body and then I'm gonna have B open himself and I'll just toss him in there.
Poor dead bodies in a backpack.
Jesus. Terrifying.
Fucking necromancers. And then I'm gonna pet Frank.
Pet.
And then go with everybody else to put the thing back on the thing.
Yup. Let's go do it.
Okay, before I put it back on the statue, I know that's where it belongs, and I'm not going to veer from that. He was coming to...
Yeah, did Gideon have people with him? Aren't there people at the top of the stairs that we gotta deal with now?
Hopefully
Probably.
they're dead.
It might be.
But even if they're not, we'll fucking murder them.
We'll burn that bridge when we come to it.
He was coming... Why was he coming to get the helm?
Right? Why did he want it? He seemed to know more
Unclear.
about
He's still
it.
unconscious to tell you.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe
can
it was
somebody
silent.
get him?
Oh yeah.
I
I'll throw
thought-
him- Yeah, I'll have B will pick him up and carry him.
I thought that they told us that he was getting the helm, like, they told us a reason that he was getting the helm.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, they did mention that, didn't they?
Hang on.
Um,
Oh, you'd say. You'll find it faster.
he was
than I will.
looking for. He was looking for insight. The helm was supposed to. It's an artifact that is supposed to let the faithful contact. Is it here?
Yeah.
One
It
of
says
the
looking
deities.
for Helm of Tor's sight in the graveyard. It's
Thorn.
the courage
To
of
contact Thorn for
self-sacrifice.
insight.
Well,
Okay.
So he was trying to like get divine guidance, essentially.
he
Would've gotten
did,
something
it,
had he
it
ended
does
up in
not. So
No.
the stories lie.
Well, maybe it doesn't give insight in hell. Maybe it's
That's fair.
is the
So,
opposite.
I'm gonna make my way back to the statue room, and I'm going to just nicely place it right back on the statue.
Do we want to talk to this guy yet? I can heal him.
Not particularly.
Or do we just-
I mean,
Oh.
you probably should.
Oh, you mean this guy? Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
that
I
guy.
thought you meant Gideon.
Oh,
I'm
fuck no,
sorry.
he's
And that's why I
dead.
was like, not particularly. I'd like
If
him
he
to stay
wasn't
dead.
dead already from the bashing, he's suffocating inside B right now. It's fine.
He's,
If he's
Super
not dead from
encouraging.
the
we'll just give you this
bashing,
one,
he'll
he's dead as fuck.
Yes.
Yeah,
super
he's
dead.
just
His
gonna,
so
yeah,
thorough.
No.
he's fine in there.
This
I
dude
meant
totally
this-
cool with that healing. Very up for that. Yes.
All right, he may freak the flip out. I'm just letting everybody know because Rhea screamed for a little bit and she was only on a little bit. So,
I mean,
all right, cure wounds.
I came out of that.
Where's Cure Wounds? Here, Cure Wounds.
I have
Yeah,
mass healing word. Does that help anymore?
Oh, yeah, you could heal a bunch of people.
I would not be mad.
Yeah, I'd take
Uh,
that.
I could use some help, yeah.
Okay, cool. Give me just a
I'm a-
second.
You got a tiny bit hurt. You know?
Where are you at?
Only a little bit.
Okay. Up to 6 creatures.
Woohoo! I'm a creature.
1d4 plus my modifier, which I believe is 6. I do not have any 4th levels, so that's all it's gonna be. So you may still have to cure wounds.
1d4
No
plus
problem.
6.
So everybody gets.
I've got a bunch of level spells I can.
11 back.
Heck yeah. I only needed 9.
No, I'm sorry, it's only 10. Sorry. Duh.
That's fine.
I'm an
I
idiot.
still only needed 9, so.
I will take whatever you.
Woo!
The only damage I took was from those stupid necklaces on the dead people.
That puts me at 35 health points.
Woo, 33.
It took me back to where I was because I didn't get in the water except for one time.
I got in the water, but I didn't get hurt in the water.
I didn't get hurt in the water either, I don't think. No, wait, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
No, I didn't either. Yeah, it was all the fight at the beginning of the graveyard and that necro stuff. Okay. Did he wake up? Is he freaking out?
You're muted.
B is
You're
cradling
muted.
him like a small child, and
We
you are
cannot
muted.
hear you.
Got
Am I?
nothing.
Yes, you
No.
are.
Hello.
Oh,
Okay.
hey.
I double muted myself. Was mute on the
Well
headset and on Zoom. Oops.
Done. Well
Jesus.
Oh,
done.
wow.
Now I can do layer mutes.
Oh, no.
He does wake up. He doesn't scream. He seems really groggy, like he's woken up from, like when you sleep for way too long
Yes.
and
Yeah.
you get really groggy.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's like that. At first, he's just like, doesn't really know where he is and looks around bewildered. He actually recognizes Rhea first.
Yeah, I'm going to take a step back because he probably doesn't want to see something with horns right away.
Yeah, fair call.
Probably.
Yeah. I'm going to stay just out of his eye line. But B can hold.
And then-
B's hold-
He sees Lulu flying nearby. It's like, I saw you. You were with the woman and the sword.
Yeah, because he saw it too.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. I saw Zariel with Lulu. And she
Wait.
slammed the sword into the ground. It was like a vision. She slammed the sword in the ground, and then this big, bubble went around it. But that's about all I saw before I helped him pull the helmet off of his head.
Okay.
Lulu, do you
Okay.
remember that?
Do we think it was on another plane? Sorry.
I think it's a
See-
vision of something that actually happened.
For a moment, it's confused, and then it's like, yes, I remember. We were, something was after us, and we planted the sword to help hide it.
You said
Yes,
that
you
it
said
was,
you
it was
needed
here.
to
It was
hide-
on Avernus.
You said you were tasked with hiding it. Do you remember where?
It was on Avernus. It was here somewhere, and it made a big fort.
Oh, yeah.
And they called it. It's. Oh, think of it. They called it.
If I cast enhance ability on her, would it
Yeah, I
help?
was just wondering, yeah.
It would probably help her, yeah.
I'm gonna take this second to use my spell refuel ring to get a second slot back.
Would it be an intelligence or a wisdom would be better for her? Wisdom?
Or
Intelligence?
wisdom.
Would be history, right?
Yes. So I'm going to cast Owl's Wisdom on her. I just have to. I'm just gonna boop her on the nose.
She doesn't have a nose. She has a trunk.
I know. It's probably still up in the air. I'm just gonna go boop.
I love it so much.
Fantastic.
And it lasts for an hour. So she might remember extra things.
She says, yeah, I remember after that, I came on to discover two little bird people. They had like a patchwork armor, and they were standing next to some kind of like a wagon or something. It was some vehicle. And they took me to a place called Fort Knucklebone. I bet from up top we could get a good look at the surroundings and maybe even find it. That sword, we have to. That we'll need to get the sword. If we can do something with it, I'm sure of it. It's part of. Some of it's coming back. I know it's part of bringing back the city. We'll have to get to it. And I think at the fort they can help us find it.
Okay.
You know, there's still more to remember. We'll find out more. I know.
We'll get there. All right. We may have to fight people upstairs. We should figure that out. And then once we figure that out, we should probably get him back to the underground cavern that everyone is in. And then head for this fort.
Quick question, everyone.
Yes.
If we just put the helm back on the statue, what's to say a demon will just grab it and open the portal again?
I don't.
Well, the demons were coming through it.
No, I don't.
Yeah, but we're in Avernus. We are surrounded by demons. There were some outside we just fought.
Devils.
Ah, well, yeah.
Difference. Here's the sword, by the way. Oh God, you can't even see it. Okay.
Ooh. very nice.
Ooh.
I'd like
Very
that
Very beautiful.
sword. It's very pretty.
That's a big sword.
I don't actually know if this can be destroyed.
I'm saying we could throw it in the bag of holding, and if we ever get back to the other place, they could put it in the place with the shield.
Okay, that's fair.
I could cast Identify on it to see if it will curse us again.
Or we could
So
just
not a bad thought.
we could just wrap it up in something and not touch it. Sure, let's just throw it in
Yeah.
B. Why not? Just
Chuck it in the robot.
Just
Yeah.
don't. Just
We're
don't.
Oh,
Chucking it
sorry,
today.
Mr. Ravengard, you're gonna have to get down a second.
Uh,
We gotta open the robot.
just be very careful the
Sure.
next time you go in to not touch it.
Right. Can you tie the
Let's
bundle?
push that again.
Yeah, like if we'll put it in Jade's, the wedding dress Jade has.
wedding dress.
And I've got some rope and we'll just tie it up in like a little sack
Bag.
bundle.
Yes.
And we'll stick it in B.
Yes. Teamwork makes the dream work, y'all.
Thanks, Mr. Raven, dude. And while I'm in there, I'm gonna grab a bottle of wine and
Yeah, I
start
would like a
drinking.
really nice one, please.
Oh, nice one. Anybody else want some wine? Mr.
Yeah,
Raven,
I'll take
Refill
some.
the empty
I'll-
bottle
I'll take
holsters
some.
on my person.
the Jade,
Not
here you. Do you
with
want
the
it to
nice
be a different
things.
color? Like,
Yes.
what color do you want it to be?
Can it be green to match my eyes, please?
Yeah. Poof. There
Can
you go.
Can you just make it look
Anybody
normal
else?
again, please?
Yeah, just purple. Here you go.
Thank you.
Normal, boring wine.
I just want the normal color. Don't
Yeah, I'm
give
gonna keep my blue.
don't give Giz any of the good stuff. Give him the okay stuff, please.
You're right. He's just gonna burp it into fire anyway.
exactly.
Here we go.
Correct.
Raven dude, Rhea.
I'm nothing.
All right. Guess we start
you
making
go up
our
to
way
leave-
back up.
The two devils that were with Gideon are on the floor dead. Looks like stabbed many times by something. Who knows?
Fair.
Internal
some
devil
will.
politics. They could have been. There's any number of
Okay,
reasons
good
they
to
could have
say.
gotten killed.
All right. All right. Okay.
You can make your way relatively safely back to
Let's
the sanctuary under the High Hall.
we'll go back there.
I'll have B carry him again if he wants it.
You won't say no to that.
All right.
He's still exhausted.
All right. We did it.
Hey, you guys got the book safe? Cool. Bye. Sleep. Chug, 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 and then sleep.
Got to keep our priorities straight here.
I'm just gonna
Absolutely.
I'm just going to be drinking as we're walking.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
The chance to get up high and get a look around when you get back to the entrance to the High Hall. Lulu will take a quick flight up to the top, and after a few minutes, come back down and happily announce, "I can see it. The fort. It's probably not more than 10 miles." We can
Lulu,
make
that
it.
is awesome. I might die walking there, so we need to sleep first.
Sure, yeah. Sleep.
Yeah. Sorry. Are you mortal? Can you die? Like, do you sleep?
Sure, I can die. I can get hurt, so
All right. Cool. Cat nap? Elephant nap? That doesn't sound as good.
I'll sleep. Sleep is good.
Sleep
She
is
just like
good.
hangs it into the ground. Starts snoring.
Should we?
Can I
Gillis
use
pulls out a
the
bottle with
pillow?
3 X's marked out and 3 Z's written on it. Just chug, 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 leans back to finish the bottle, keeps leaning back, hits the ground. He is out cold.
Love it.
I'm gonna fall asleep up against B again. He's a nice pillow. I'll have him sit and then I'll do it. Oh, do we need to take shifts? Are there enough people around that we need to take shifts?
I think we should.
Oh,
be
there's probably
okay.
100 people in the
Okay,
in
good.
the sanctuary, so no, you're fine with that.
All right. Is that?
Yeah.
Yep.
is
Jade's
that-
gonna
Would be a
curl up
good
in her
stopping
corner
point.
and take a nap then, because we all deserve some rest, and cats do nothing but sleep anyway. So
I'm
And that
going-
will get everyone to 7th level.
Yeah.
Also,
Really?
let's go.
It just took us so long to get to 5. I'm surprised every time.
It took so long.
Now it's shocking because we took like
Now we're just like,
3
wait,
months.
we get another level? What? Okay.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
What?
All right,
What?
thanks.
But we just got 6th level.
well, a lot happened.
He's feeling generous.
Just take it. Okay, well,
Yeah.
that is where we're
That's
going to
it.
close this first chapter of Avernus. That was exciting.
Yeah.
I didn't die. I was like 90%
No one died.
positive I was gonna die. I'm gonna
Look
be
at us
perfectly
all go.
honest.
Guys,
I first went into the
at one
water,
point, I was
I
at
finished, thought I
9
was gonna
hit
die.
points.
I
Oh
went,
yeah, sweet.
I went to
Yeah, I was at 9. You nearly had me.
I went to grab that fucking thing and I was like, I'm gonna die. Especially when you were like, he's actually fighting this, and then showed the picture, and I was like, I have a rapier.
Oh yeah, if you were actually gonna fight that, you would have been dead for sure. I promise.
Well,
I-
that's why I was gonna go in, because I thought we were
I
actually
have-
fighting something, and if it took radiant damage, I did double damage. So I was just gonna go beat the shit out of it.
I was like,
I'm glad I didn't do that.
It's like, I have a rapier. I'm going to die because if I lose my concentration to do another spell, then I don't have advantage on any of my rolls. So here we go.
Creature is challenge 23.
Holy fuck.
Ooh.
I would have died so hard.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't even have been like
No.
entertaining. It would have just been you're dead.
He would have just like flicked me out of the way.
Been entertaining.
I would have just been dead. All right. Well, this is the end of our first chapter of Avernus. Thank you all for joining us on this journey, even though we came into it part of the way through. I'm glad that this is what got us doing this.
Yeah.
So, do we need to go around the table and
We might as well.
say the
Just,
things?
we might as
People.
well.
Okay, you started off.
And is it too early to say our One Ring names?
We can.
Yeah.
We're still kind of
We
working
all
on
have
character creation. I don't have a full name yet. I just picked a first name.
I only ever pick a first name, and then people like to put me on the spot to figure out the last name.
You should give them actual full names.
No.
They're people.
They are people, but in my mind, all of my characters are equal to share in the fact that they need no last name.
They all should have family names, especially yours, because yours.
For this one, she will have a last name. She just doesn't have one yet. But she will. She will have one.
But yeah. So we'll start with you and go around.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, hi. My name is Mallory Mize. If you don't know me by watching this show for the past few hours where it's been underneath me, if you don't know me by that name, you probably know me by Moxie Blue, because that's where you can find me everywhere on the internet. MOXXIEBLUE. When I'm not on Homebrews and Homebodies, I am normally either on Ladies of D&D, the DAT Network, or Band of Badgers. And right now, all those shows are on a break. So right now, I'm like living my very peaceful 2 shows a week life, which is great. And in this campaign, you've seen me as Jade, the Tabaxi assassin, and in One Ring, you'll see me as Kari. And I don't know how much we're going to say outside of that, but just know she's very different from what I normally play.
You can say like what she is.
Okay, so she's a barding champion, and I'm really, really excited to go in and play a warrior for once. That'll be very new for me, and I'm excited for the next show once we get everything done the next few weeks. And now we're going to move to Tiffany because she's below me.
Okay.
I'm Tiffany. When you want to see me next, I DM the World Builders campaign on Mondays on this channel. Then I'm not really on any other Twitch stuff. And then we're coming up with, we're doing our One Ring. Okay, so my character's name is Alrun, and he is a ranger.
Very cool.
A Ranger of the North?
A ranger of
A
the
ranger
North.
of the north. Winter is
I've
coming.
heard tale of them.
Sorry, two different franchises.
Yes, he's very.
My name is Kylie Eberhard. You may also know me as Viking Mermaid, which is where you will find me on all the social medias. It is different on Instagram, but if you go on my Twitter, there's an underscore between it. On Twitter, I don't have, or on Instagram, I don't have the underscore, but my link tree is on Twitter, so it's all there. When I'm not here, I can be found, or will be found, on Ladies of D&D for our Ladies of Lake campaign, starting June 17th. And hopefully, I will be back with Gnome Anne for some Be Gay Do Crime.
I hope so. That
it's
show's the best.
Always a good time.
And I have a love interest there. I've never had a love interest in a show before this
You
one.
do. I just keep impressing the nice lady who gives us things to do.
Yeah.
And I don't even do it on purpose. I just kind of I just sat, I made a Yule log for a Yule campaign in our downtime because we had to wait for someone to come get us. So I made a Yule log, and then I was like, oh, well, we're going. Okay, here you go. I just sat it on the table.
You can have this
and I was
now.
like, here's this. I can't take it. And I went and she started glowing. She was like, an offering. And I was like, I don't know what I did.
Maybe?
But I didn't die. So hopefully we will be over there with Gnome Anne, and hopefully we can get that beautiful human being over here with us.
Yes.
Because
We've been trying.
She deserves all of the exposure for all of the wonderful, wonderful things. But yeah, right now that's all I've got going on. Drew.
Who's your One Ring character?
Oh, I forgot.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. My One Ring character is Minuve. She is a high elf from Rivendell. And I'm super fucking pumped. I'm super pumped, and I'm gonna spend way too much money on costumey pieces. But it's okay because I can justify it because I can use them for Ren Fair pieces.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So that's how I'm justifying it. Literally tomorrow, as long as it's still in stock, because she only made one and it's been in her Etsy shop for 3 weeks and no one's bought it yet. I'm gonna buy this really intricate elven circlet that I'm absolutely in love with for $60 before tax and shipping. So it's fine. It's totally worth it. So yeah. So
Nobody go buy it right now before she
please
gets
don't
there.
buy it. I didn't say anything about where it was on purpose.
Smart.
But yeah,
Just in case.
I'm super excited.
All right, I'm Drew Beasley. I've been playing this just alcoholic dragonborn wizard named Giz, and it's been a blast. You can find me on Twitter at HNHPuppetMaster because we have some things happening here soon on the channel. We'll get some announcements of that
That
sometime.
one will be soon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'll be sick.
yeah, soon. Sometime in the future. Stay tuned. My link tree for all of my things, social or my YouTube stuff, all of that's in the link tree in my bio there. And you can catch me with a opera rock band. Gonna do some summer tour things happening soon. And my character for One Ring is Packle Sod. He's a little hobbit from the Shire. He's a messenger, but he likes the hobbit leaf a little too much, so he's not too reliable with his messages. So he's not in that high of a demand, but he's worked for the right people, so he's got good connections.
I'm delighted.
Yeah, we're failing up in this bitch.
And I am Ryan Mack. I am mostly here, well, entirely here in terms of Twitch stuff. I also play Kita on the World Builders campaign. It's going on Mondays. And mostly I like to DM, but playing's fun too. I'm stoked as heck to run the One Ring. Check it out. It's by Free League. Books available now. It's a second edition that came out from, what was it? Cubicle 7 was the first edition. They did a lot of stuff. It was really good. for just a little bit about it. It's going to take place west of the Misty Mountains, so like the Shire, Rivendell, that sort of area, between the events of The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. So there might be some familiar faces that show up here and there, but mostly it's going to be something that I'm working on myself, building from a little bit of lore knowledge. It'll be a fun time. I'm stoked.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. In case you missed it, I will play our teaser trailer one more time for our Shadows Reach campaign. And then hopefully we will catch you not this coming Monday, We Are Dark, but the following Monday for another edition of World Builders, where we all just cause all the problems.
All the time.
Oh,
Moneybags.
Mr. Moneybags.
Is Mr.
Oh my
Moneybags.
Mr. Moneybags.
With our lovely special guest, Sarah Moore. So,
Oh, she's the
yay.
best.
Yeah,
All
Well,
right.
it's been a delight.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you
we
guys
will
so
see
much.
you soon.
Thanks.